What is it about SUVs that makes it the hottest automotive segment? In part, it's the marketing jargon that encourages us to refer to them as sports activity vehicles, a name designed to recalibrate our idea of what an SUV can be. Think cool, outdoorsy dad rather than dorky soccer dad. Until recently, our primary reasons for buying them, utility and practicality, were no different than why our fathers liked station wagons, another arcane term banished from the automotive lexicon. In fact, sport utility vehicle has become a generic term that no longer applies to the majority of the segment, which are more accurately described as crossovers. Crossovers are car-based unibody platforms that deliver superior drivability and handling over the body on frame pickup truck architecture typical of dinosaurs like Ford's Expedition and Toyota Land Cruiser. Quick historical note: while the Range Rover and Jeep Cherokee are considered the original gentleman SUVs, Ford is credited with realizing the potential of the market and capitalizing on it by enclosing its line of pickups to add more seats and amenities. 1. Bentley Bentayga Mulliner. Billed as the fastest, most powerful SUV in the world, the Bentayga, named for a mythical mountain peak in Spain's Gran Canaria island, is currently king of the hill. Clocking in at 600 horsepower, its monster V12 moves the 5,400-pound mass to 60 mph in an astonishing 3.5 seconds, according to Car and Driver. MSRP starts at $231,825, with a multitude of delectable extras such as a $32,000 picnic hamper, complete with champagne flutes and fine flatware. But, of course, a special Breitling clock, available on only 4 Bentayga units a year, sets you back another $160,000. And so it goes. And boy, does it go. It's only a matter of time before this ends up in the garage of a celebrity who loves insanely fast cars. 2. BMW X6M. One of the first performance SAVs, BMW coined the term. It also originated the highly impractical, but cool, Sport Ute coupe body style, now widely imitated. More sports car than sport ute, with a performance-tuned suspension that defies the vehicle's mass and height. Nearly as fast as the Bentayga, with 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds, delivered by a super smooth 567 horsepower V8 starting at around $105,000. You could almost call it a bargain. 3. Jaguar FPace. Of all the next-gen SUVs hitting the streets, the F-Pace is hands down the most beautiful. Within a couple months of its launch, the F-Pace is outselling Jag's entire lineup. The big cat is back and she's a contender. $20K over the $48,000 base price buys you the supercharged S model. While not exactly a barn burner by today's ridiculous standards, the premium V6 delivers a respectable 380 horses, hoofing it to 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds. Tight, composed handling make trips to the Home Depot blast, and its refinement, practicality, and generous cargo space warrants the smug satisfaction of knowing you didn't fall for looks alone. 4. Maserati Levante. If Porsche Cayennes are too common where you live, the first ever Maserati Sport Ute might be just the ticket. A European heritage brand with distinctive styling and strong performance for under 100 grand plants it in squarely in the sweet spot of the market. The all-wheel drive, 8-speed automatic is paired with a stout turbocharged 3.0-liter V6 that comes in 2 flavors. The base Levante Q4 gets a 345 horsepower power plant, while the bad boy Levante S ups it to 424 horsepower with 6,000 pounds towing capacity. 0 to 60 is 5.9 and 5.1 seconds, respectively. 5. Volvo XC90. Get past the hoary Volvo stigma and you'll discover a reborn, energized brand that is turning heads with exquisite and thoughtfully crafted cars and SUVs. Staking out the middle ground with understated refinement, it's a cerebral choice for those who prize efficiency, comfort, and safety, while rewarding your good taste. The XC90 works miracles with its teeny 2.0-liter 4-cylinder, deploying turbo and supercharging to drive all four wheels through a modern 8-speed automatic. 3 propulsion options include the turbocharged 250 horsepower T5, the turbo and supercharged 316 horsepower T6, and the whopping 400 horsepower electric motor-assisted T8 plug-in hybrid, available with 2 or 3 row seating and a gorgeous, high-quality interior with state-of-the-art infotainment. A brilliant choice. Prices start at $46,745 for the T5, on up to $72,795 for the top-of-the-line T8. 6. Mercedes-Benz GL C63S Coupe. Due in early 2018, the AMG Performance iteration of the GLC Coupe shapeshifts from a docile crossover into raging muscle car in the time-honored tradition of cramming burly V8s into small packages aimed squarely at the BMW X6M and the awesome new Alfa Romeo Stelvio. The 63S is all about bleeding-edge, unapologetic performance and bragging rights. Equipped with the AMG SpeedShift 9-speed transmission and Mercedes 4MATIC Plus performance-tuned all-wheel drive system with air-ride sports suspension and mechanical limited slip differential, you'll be tempted to test its limits on track day. With 503 horses and 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds, you can indulge your inner hooligan. 7. Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio. Named for one of the world's best driving roads, Italy's Stelvio Pass is a challenging tangle of mountain hairpin turns that peaks at over 9,000 feet above sea level. A suitably lofty namesake for a car with ambitions big enough to take on America. The handsome, upmarket Stelvio gets its oomph from the same high-performance Ferrari-engineered 505 horsepower 2.9-liter turbocharged V6 that debuted in the Alfa Giulia Quadrifoglio sedan, rocketing to 60 from a standstill in under 4 seconds. It features adaptive air suspension and extensive use of lightweight carbon fiber, magnesium, and aluminum, for perfect 50-50 weight distribution. Fiat Chrysler claims it's the fastest SUV to ever round the famous German Nürburgring circuit, considered the world's toughest track. Coming to our shores as a 2018 model, prices for the top-of-the-line Stelvio are expected to be up around $70,000. 8. Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. Despite closing in on the end of its product cycle, the Grand Cherokee, and the SRT in particular, remain contenders in the red hood SUV category. As evidenced by the show-stopping performance of the Dodge Hellcat and even crazier Demon, the SRT division has been a showcase for Chrysler engineering prowess, proving that physics can be overcome by sheer force of will. How else to explain sports car-like grip and 160 mph top speed in a 5,300-pound Hulk with its sonorous, old-school 6.4-liter, 475 horsepower V8 Hemi? The GC SRT kicks ass and takes names. Equipped with an 8-speed automatic and all-wheel drive, launch control optimizes all relevant systems for maximum acceleration. Introduced in 2011, its brutish good looks have aged well. At over $78,000 it's expensive for a Jeep, but compares favorably with similarly equipped high-end European sport utes costing thousands more. Furthermore, if buying American is important, no other Detroit SUV can touch it. 9. Porsche Macan GTS. Good things come in small packages, which is why Porsche's compact crossover has more in common with hot hatchbacks than spacious SUVs. Its brethren 400-horse Macan Turbo has faster straight-line speed, but the 360-horsepower GTS is more about sheer driving pleasure. Spring for the extra $1,500 to get Porsche's torque vectoring system, a marvel of engineering that locks the rear differential and applies braking to the inside rear wheel during hard cornering. At a hefty 4,000 pounds, it comports like a much lighter machine. Beautiful to covet, the Macan was named one of Car and Driver's 10 best. But remember, it's all about driving. So if hauling cargo is a priority, look elsewhere. Thinking of it as a car, interior and cargo space are about average. That works. Starting at around $68,000, it's relatively affordable for a fine example of German precision. However, succumb to Porsche's dizzying array of options, be prepared to watch the price take off like a bullet. 10. Range Rover Velar. Arriving this summer, the sensational Velar is Range Rover's new mid-size SUV entry, filling the gap between the compact Evoque crossover and the full-size Range Rover Sport, based on Jaguar Land Rover's lightweight aluminum platform that also underpins the F-Pace. The Velar slots in lineup as a refined gentleman's SUV. While as capable off-road as one would expect from a Range Rover, the emphasis is on stuff more typically associated with premium European luxury cars, like driving experience, ride quality, interior appointments, and the all-important infotainment. Please, someone invent a better word. Progressive thinking is evidenced by a seat upholstery alternative made from sustainable resources for buyers who'd prefer not to be swathed in animal hide. Power comes from a 247 horsepower turbocharged 2.0-liter inline-4, a supercharged 380 horsepower 3.0-liter V6, and a 180 horsepower diesel, all with 8-speed automatic transmission and all-wheel drive. Expect straight-line performance in the 5.3 second 0 to 60 range for the top-of-the-line V6 engine. But hey, not everyone is addicted to speed. If looks are everything, it's destined to be a stunner. Prices range from $50,000 to $78,000.